His jaw kept falling on his chest and his mouth kept going slack.
He's not the same man. His energy is gone. No one can deny it.
And Putin, has so little respect for Obama that he's starting to throw around the nuclear word. You heard that, nuclear.
I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe.
No, Christie's he's eating right now. He can't be bothered. Sir, please do not call him a fat pig. That's very disrespectful. Don't call him.
Gonzalez's hypocrisy is glaring while he hurls insults at Biden for his age. It's Donald Trump who truly fits the description of an old man. Trump, at 77 years old, spans a lifetime of historical milestones. Consider his birth year. Harry S. Truman occupied the Oval Office. Perry Como dominated the music charts, and Betty White had yet to grace the silver screen. Moreover, Israel and Pakistan were yet to be established. Korea remained unified, and Vietnam hadn't plunged into the horrors of war. These truths aren't lost on the Lincoln Project, an organization unafraid to shine a light on Trump's contradictions. Originating from staunch Republicans who honor the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, they stand opposed to the blind allegiance to Humpty Trumpty. Their latest ad, a clarion call to truth, is a testament to their commitment to factual discourse. We owe them our gratitude for championing transparency and integrity. Labeling criticism of Biden as mere bashing overlooks the reality he's the one who often seems in dire need of rest. From courtroom naps to public flatulence, coupled with marital strains and mounting legal woes, Biden's fatigue is palpable, even if he's reluctant to acknowledge it. His staunch MAGA supporters, meanwhile, remain blissfully disconnected from this truth. Biden's track record speaks volumes, from Capitol Hill incursions to hush money payouts to adult film stars, disparaging our servicemen, cozying up to Russia, and encroaching on our liberties. His actions mirror a playbook reminiscent of authoritarian regimes. His vision for America dangerously echoes the unified Reich of 1933 Germany, fostering chaos and deriding journalistic integrity. The Lincoln Project astutely recognizes these tactics, hence their ads striking at the core of Donald Trump's vulnerabilities. How could one conflate Biden with Obama? It's a question that underscores the glaring disparities between reality and rhetoric. Donald Trump's self-serving agenda takes precedence over the well-being of the American people. His insatiable thirst for power is glaringly apparent, leaving one to question whether his actions truly align with the nation's best interests. Throughout the COVID-19 crisis, Trump's reckless disregard for the severity of the pandemic cost countless American lives. By trivializing the threat, peddling unproven remedies, and dismissing expert guidance, he paved the way for a tragic loss of life that could have been prevented. Trump's disdain for truth is evident in his dismissal of the Lincoln Project as a hoax, a group of principled Republicans who uphold the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. Their unwavering commitment to exposing Trump's self-serving agenda has struck a nerve, holding him accountable for his deceitful actions. Even Melania, Trump's own wife, can no longer ignore his habitual dishonesty as the facade crumbles before the nation's eyes. His penchant for belittling journalists, denigrating our military, and sowing chaos to divert attention from his own failings is reprehensible. In the face of such blatant incompetence, the Lincoln Project's efforts to shed light on Trump's misdeeds are more vital than ever. Perhaps it's time for Trump to acknowledge that it's not the American people who need diapers, but rather himself, as he confronts the harsh reality of his failed leadership. He exhibits signs of age, weariness, confusion, and vulnerability, yet remains steadfastly entrenched in corruption and the pursuit of chaos. His conduct is tainted with racism. Our expectation for presidential candidates to address matters of disability was met when Donald Trump took center stage. In a regrettable display of insensitivity during a 2015 campaign rally, Trump cruelly mocked Serge Kovaleski, a journalist with a physical disability, by grotesquely mimicking his mannerisms, a painful reminder of Trump's profound lack of empathy and regard for those with disabilities. This incident serves as just one glaring instance of his reprehensible behavior. But Trump's disrespect extends beyond individuals with disabilities to encompass women as well. His extensive track record is marred by derogatory comments targeting women's appearances and questioning their competence. From derogatory labels like pigs, dogs, and slobs to his repugnant boasts of non-consensual physical contact, Trump's language and actions underscore a systemic disregard for women's dignity. Moreover, his policy initiatives have posed significant threats to women's rights. from attempts to curtail reproductive freedoms to undermining safeguards against workplace discrimination. This goes beyond mere disrespect, it's outright misogyny. Trump's conduct and attitudes towards women perpetuate harm and regressiveness. What we truly need are leaders who uphold respect for all individuals, regardless of their abilities or gender, and actively strive to safeguard the rights and dignity of every citizen. Enter the Lincoln Project, a coalition of fellow Republicans dedicated to unmasking Trump's deceitful practices. Recognizing him as a charlatan exploiting the public and fostering division, they've embarked on a mission to reveal his true nature. The Lincoln Project doesn't harbor illusions of Trump's victory. Instead, they acknowledge the transformation the Republican Party has undergone since its entrance into US politics in 2016. It's become more homogeneous in demographics, older, whiter, and predominantly male, while veering towards extremism. Simultaneously, it has dwindled in size, as Trump's steadfast loyalty to his base makes it challenging to appeal to moderates and independents. In contrast, Joe Biden possesses a broader voter base, offering him a buffer against potential abstentions. While victory isn't guaranteed for Biden, the greater pool of available voters suggests he can weather electoral apathy more resiliently. Trump, on the other hand, faces the uphill battle of mobilizing every possible supporter within his party while swaying undecided Americans who've grown disillusioned with him over time, not only due to his personal conduct but also his policy choices. The Republican Party finds itself at odds with the majority on numerous critical issues confronting the American populace, none more contentious than reproductive rights. In a landmark decision in 2022, the Republican-dominated US Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, a pivotal ruling safeguarding abortion rights for over 5 decades. Ultraconservative state legislatures have further exacerbated the situation by enacting stringent abortion bans, even in cases of rape or incest. Alabama's Supreme Court went as far as equating frozen embryos with children, amplifying the erosion of women's reproductive freedoms. Such regressive policies have propelled women and moderates towards the Democratic Party, or, at the very least, into the realm of undecided voters or those seeking alternatives to the Republican camp. Donald Trump, often cloaked in the guise of a protector of freedom and liberty, belies his true intentions. His agenda threatens to unravel the hard-fought gains secured by America's founding fathers in their pursuit of democracy and equality. Take, for instance, his stance on immigration, an issue central to American identity. Trump's policies have been characterized by a harsh crackdown on immigrants and refugees, epitomized by the heart-wrenching practice of family separations at the border. Such measures stand in stark contrast to America's cherished values of compassion and inclusivity, symbolizing a retreat from progress and unity. The construction of a border wall serves as a tangible manifestation of this backward-looking approach, one that undermines the very principles upon which America was built. In contrast, Joe Biden presents a forward-looking vision for America, one centered on economic revitalization and inclusive prosperity. His platform emphasizes rebuilding the economy to benefit all citizens, not just the privileged few. Biden's proposals encompass robust investments in infrastructure, comprehensive reforms in education, and the expansion of healthcare access, all underpinned by a dedication to addressing the pressing needs of ordinary Americans and ensuring a brighter future for generations to come. It is imperative to acknowledge and support the efforts of organizations such as the Lincoln Project, which are committed to holding leaders like Trump accountable for their actions. By shedding light on Trump's hypocrisy and perilous agenda, the Lincoln Project plays a crucial role in safeguarding the core values that define America's greatness. Therefore, if you believe in championing truth and justice, if you aspire to amplify the voices of reason and decency, then I urge you to back our cause. Engage with our content, subscribe to our channels, and stand with us in the battle to preserve democracy and uphold the fundamental ideals that define our nation. Together, we possess the power to effect meaningful change and forge a brighter tomorrow for all.